the office about what the economic war it's really about. And the economic war is simply what it says, economic war. And so why do we want to wage an economic war should be the real question. Africa is the poorest continent in the world. There's no doubt about that. And our poverty is only growing. Our population is growing, our poverty is growing. So it is time that we do something a little bit different from what we have done in the past 50, even 100 years. And what we want to do is an orchestrated attempt to make sure that we get ourselves out of poverty. And the focus is going to be mostly on our balance of trade deficit, meaning what is coming into the continent in terms of revenue from exports or whatever else we have going on, and what is going out of the continent. At this point, Africa loses $203 billion every year. So $203 billion leave Africa, and $161 billion come into this continent. So we have a net deficit of about $44 billion every single year. So we're losing a lot of money. When you look at places like America, America is a $17 trillion economy. And in a place like America, Donald Trump is fighting to save America $100 billion from tariffs with trade deficit with China, fighting to save American jobs from being taken over by people in Mexico through cheap labor, fighting so many different battles. Even the NAFTA agreement, he wants to renegotiate. So you see a lot of things are being done by an already rich United States to try and make sure the citizens are okay. And yet in our own continent, there's no conversation whatsoever about what we're losing, what we're getting, what's coming in, what's going out, what's the state of our economy, who is exploiting us, who are we exploiting. There's no conversation. So the economic war is the first organized, orchestrated attempt to make sure that Africa stops bleeding. We're going to start the economic war with first focus on something we call redirect, which is making sure that the money leaving Africa is redirected back into Africa. Out of that $203 billion, we want to see if we can cut that down to by 50% and make sure $100 billion is saved back into this continent every annum. And then after that, we want to focus on the money that's coming in. So it's a very pragmatic attempt to make sure that poverty is completely eradicated from the African continent.
So what do you think?
I think this is amazing to be taken through the whole movement of the economic war, and I'm happy to join and be part of this movement.
Not so fast. You still have a lot to learn.
Okay.
I really like your enthusiasm, and I know you'll make a good analyst.
Thank you. I'm very honored.
Africa first! Africa first! Africa first! Economic war, we are ready!